Ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Emily Minza. Our next student athlete has also played 2 seasons for the Mountaineers and will be graduating from the Recreation Therapy program. Ladies and gentlemen, number 9, Ryan James. This next student athlete has not only thrived in the classroom, but has been a dual sport athlete playing for both the Mountaineers varsity soccer and basketball teams for the last couple seasons, and is in the process of wrapping up her studies in practical nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Lauren Snyder. At this time, we ask the 2 teams and the officials to make their way to midfield. Mohawk College is a proud member of the Ontario Colleges Athletics Association and is a member adhered to the fair play policy as outlined by the OCAA. Mohawk College staff and the game officials have the right to remove any spectator exhibiting unsportsmanlike, rude, and/or objectionable behavior, as well as foul language during the match. Please cheer in a professional and sporting manner. We acknowledge that Mohawk College is situated on the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe Nations within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement, and is currently home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. Now, if I could ask you to please rise and remove your hats, if able, for the playing of the Canadian National Anthem.
I'd like to welcome all viewers back to Mohawk Mountaineers Sports. I'm Connor LaHaye.
And I'm Infestioso Zua.
And today we have a matchup between the Mohawk Mountaineers and the Sheridan Bruins live at Tim Hortons Field. Mohawk is currently 3-0-5 on the season, putting up 14 points in the Western Conference, whereas Sheridan is 5-2-1 with 16 points in the conference.
This game is definitely going to be a battle of two gladiators, I would say, Connor.
Oh, for sure. Especially as a huge game for the Mountaineers. A win would top them in second in the West with 17 points above Sheridan's 16. Meanwhile, Sheridan is looking to secure the second seed with a win here that would bring them to 19 points, just trailing Humber with 22.
And I believe this is the first time that both these teams are having their matchup this season.
Yep, they fought 2 times last year, Sheridan taking both games 4-2 and 4-1. Highlighted by Barnard with 3 goals for the Bruins in those 2 games. So first matchup here against these 2 teams. It'll be exciting to see how they play.
Definitely a great match ahead of us. We'll see if Barnard's able to bag a few.
Ball will be tipped by Calix. Attempt to be saved by DiFrancesco.
And DiFrancesco definitely really holding it back in the midfield and in the right back position. It's been a huge help to these Mountaineers.
Oh yeah, she's a great ball handler, but a great defender also. She kind of gives you that versatility back there in that fullback spot. Ball trickles out, and it'll be a goal kick for number 27, Samantha DeHaan. She's been lights out for the Mountaineers this season.
Definitely been a key player and contributor to the Mountaineers' success this whole season.
DiFrancesco will send it upfield. Cardona trying to make a move. Just a little too hard on the dribble
Cardona.
move.
Great clearance from the Mountaineers. Bruins ball.
Little passing play in midfield for the Bruins here. Just trying to avoid the pressure from the Mountaineers. Seems like DiFrancesco will get to it.
Great tiki-taka from the Bruins. Great show of skill. Lovely execution. This Bruins team definitely shows great chemistry, but easy strike.
Just a soft shot right there by Jessica Jagdeo.
Simple snatch up from Duhan.
Battle up the sideline. Glassbergen fighting against LeBog. Ball will trickle out and will be a goal kick for the Bruins. So nice little defensive play by LeBog to shield off Glassbergen in the corner.
And Glassbergen definitely being a huge contributor to these Mountaineers, bagging in 4 goals this season.
Her last goal coming in their previous matchup against the Redeemer Royals, which is a huge 2-1 victory. Game-winning goal was scored by Aaliyah Cardona. But that game right there put the Mountaineers up by 3 points on the Royals, breaking their tie of 11 points through 7 games. So Mountaineers looking to jump the standings once again by topping these Bruins tonight.
Great show of skill by Lawrence Snyder.
Ball just trickles out of bounds. So Bruins quickly getting this throw in. Tipped back out, so they will do it again. Open player in the... Had a little rush by the Bruins, but a beautiful clear out there by Autumn Grayley. That's one of her specialties on the season. She's always there as the back anchor to clear out any balls and avoid any danger for these Mountaineers.
And I'll definitely say having her in the back line truly just makes Samantha Duhan's life a bit easier.
Corner kick coming here for the Bruins. A low kick. Clear out attempt by Sokaz is successful. Bruins will reset it to their back line. It's Nevada Feesby currently on the right side.
Right now we're seeing a lot of great communication from both teams. Definitely seems like, this could be it, but no. It will go a bit to the right. Shot squandered. Mountaineers ball.
It's a nice little passing play by the Bruins. Seemed to be a wide open shot attempt, just a little too wide. Mountaineers looking to set up some offense now. Currently been stuck in their own end for the past few minutes. Deep ball downfield. Glassbergen fighting to keep it in. Unsuccessful.
And I would say with these two teams, there's been a few key differences throughout this whole season. With the Mountaineers definitely not losing a match so far, but on the other hand, they have tied quite a few, whereas the Bruins won quite a bit.
Yeah, so records in the season currently are 3-0-5 for the Mountaineers. They haven't lost a game, but majority of their games have ended in a tie, whether it was a 0-0 matchup or a 1-1 game, where the Bruins are 5-2-1, and they currently are on a 3-game win streak. Past 3 games have been wins against Lambton, St. Clair, and Conestoga. So interesting to see if Mohawk will be handed their first loss in the season, sending the Bruins to almost a lock of the 2nd seed, or if Mohawk can come out and take a win here.
Great
Send Sheridan to 5-3-1. Cardona will send it back to Snyder. Snyder surveying for another player. Grayley will send it wide to DiFrancesco. Looking to start some type of offense here.
Great fake.
Oh, beautiful
by
move.
Francesco. Ooh, lovely show of skill from these Mountaineers right now.
Just don't want to get too hung up in the dribble moves. Want to try and move the ball upfield as quick as you can. One thing we have noticed this season, the Mountaineers are amazing in their midfield play.
100%. And just like that, DiFrancesco's right there on the prowl.
Nice send out by Sokaz, saving Dahan from a one-on-one against Manuela Garcia. Seemed like she got past two defenders, but Sokaz was there to save the day. So second corner kick coming again for these Bruins.
It definitely does seem that these Bruins are putting a lot more offensive pressure compared to these Mountaineers, but we'll definitely see throughout the match on what these Bruins will do to these Mountaineers, or if the Mountaineers will take the advantage.
So Bruins trying to keep the Mountaineers pinned back here, but soft shot or pass attempt. Just rolls to Dahan. Kick will pass midfield over to Lammers. Grayley will avoid any pressure and just send it out. Lebog will throw it in. So nice pressure here by the Mountaineers once again. This team is fueled by their defense. That's Van Wart Bradbury coming out deep to send it downfield. Ball trickles against one to Dahan. Little pressure coming here from the Mountaineers. Cardona coming in. Nice dribble move.
Great show
Sent
of
out
skill.
wide left to Glassbergen. Good job of avoiding pressure here. So on the 40-yard line, DiFrancesco will look to set something up.
Great shot.
Shot by Lammers, just wide left. Had Van Wart Bradbury beat, but just a little too far to the left on the shot attempt.
And so far this season, the Mountaineers have been taking about 15 shots per game. So hopefully throughout this game, we'll definitely see them execute such skill.
Yeah, they're a very aggressive team on offense. They will put up any shot they can get. They're more of a... They do look for the quality shots, but they are a very quantity over quality shot sometimes. Meanwhile, the Bruins have 10.4 shots per game. So they look for more quality shots, as they do have 2.1 goals per game on the season compared to the Mountaineers' 1.4. So the Mountaineers do put up a lot of shots, but they don't really get the results they're looking for. See if they can tire out the goalie and get these shots they want, whereas the Bruins look to get the perfect shots and catch the keeper off guard.
But one similarity that both teams have had this season are losses from the Niagara Knights.
Yeah, so both teams have not played each other yet on the season, but the only losses for the Bruins so far on this season have been to the Niagara Knights, who Mohawk did beat 1-0 on September 23rd with a late game winner by Ryan Jans. A little bit of contact there. Dahan running out, and she will scoop it up just in time. Samantha telling her team to go downfield, looking to set something up. Not executed too well by the Mountaineers. It's a little back and forth in the midfield here. Sokaz looking to tag this ball down. She'll let it roll to her keeper once again.
In this game, we're definitely seeing Samantha come out the box quite often.
She has been tested a couple times already.
It seems that an injury could have possibly occurred, but the play will go on. The ref might pull an advantage.
It seems like there is an injured player for the Bruins currently. And that is Selena Barnard, so that could be a big blow if she is injured for this game. One of their top goal scorers on the season currently has 3 goals, only behind Makarwich for 5 goals on the season.
And Selena Barnard with scoring 3 goals in total between the matchup between the Mountaineers and the Bruins last season.
So she's a big factor in play for this game. Seems like she is okay though, which is good to see. The Mountaineers still pinned in their own end. Ball will trickle out. Allow DeHaan to try and set something up deep downfield. For a team like the Mountaineers, who have normally been a very offensive juggernaut team, just pinning teams in their own end, getting a lot of shot opportunities. So far this game, it seems like they have been stuck in their own end.
I would definitely say that these Mountaineers are getting a lot of pressure compared to what we've seen early on in the season, but hopefully by second half, we'll definitely see a change in them.
This may be the Mountaineers' toughest matchup of the season so far. Clearance by McFadden will roll down field. Pass down the right side. That's Jans with it. Looking to send a cross from the corner. Floated up and will not curl the way she intended it to.
It does seem so far out throughout this match that the Bruins have the Mountaineers a bit disorganized, I would say.
Yeah, it just seems like they haven't been able to get the offense set up like they normally do. There's a couple substitutions coming in right now. Seems like Janelle Lammers will return back in for Aaliyah Cardona. Bruins looking to get out of their own end, and they successfully do. Ball is being tracked down by Sylvia Sokaz.
Great show of skill, but it could be costly.
Trying to get a little too fancy deep in her own end. Not what you're looking for currently. Snyder looking to make a play.
Having Snyder in that backfield definitely makes life a bit easier for these Mountaineers.
Lammers looking to send a deep pass across to Jans. Not tracked down perfectly, but she'll try and beat out this defender. So battle is won by the Bruins. Mountaineers will throw in deep around the 20-yard line. Seems like there was a injury timeout. It's Daniela Lebog slowly walking off the field, giving a thumbs up to the trainer for the Mountaineers, saying that she will be okay.
LeBog with all smiles, so it seems that things shall be okay.
Play resumes here. Mountaineers still have the Bruins trapped in their own end. DiFrancesco looking to battle. Will be Bruins ball. Michaela Hicks currently grabbing the ball and ready to throw in. Hicks' clearance attempt blocked by Lammers, so they'll redo it. Pass attempt sails over to one of the tents. Will roll out of play.
And DiFrancesco with the throw-in.
Jan's trying to make something happen here. Avoiding contact.
Great physicality shown by the Mountaineers.
Makarwich's attempt blocked by Brinker. So Bruins to throw in again from their own end. So this is the third time just in the past minute. So Mountaineers doing a good job of keeping the ball in the Bruins' end. Looking to sort of cause any mishap that can lead to a good opportunity. Hicks's pass downfield.
It really seems that these Bruins are trying to get the ball down the left side of their perspective, but with DiFrancesco on that side, definitely won't be easy for this Bruins team.
It seems like that was a foul called on number 6, Tori McFadden. Pending free kick for Barnard. She'll send it down near the box.
Strike. What a save from DeHaan, but sadly was not able to get the put back. And with that shot, it will be 1-0 for the Sheridan Bruins.
No, it looks like they're calling this goal back on offsides.
And that will definitely boost one team's morale and could be the difference maker.
That was
This whole
Kennedy
match.
Petty, who did have the rebound right there, looking to celebrate, but referee did call it offsides.
Sheridan subs number 16.
And from that offside being called, we're definitely seeing two more aggressive teams right now. Both teams very hungry.
So a huge bullet avoided right there by the Mountaineers. It was an incredible save by DeHaan to start it. But softly off the rebound was Kennedy Petty tapping it in. But linesman called her offside. Looked like she was a step ahead of the last defender. So game remains 0-0 in the 21st minute. DiFrancesco into Jans, avoiding the defenders, but dribble was just a bit too hard in front of her. Hicks looking to throw in once again.
Huge pressure from these Mountaineers.
Yeah, good takeaway. A little double team by Lammers and Jans, but just an errant pass through the middle. It's a nice attempt right there by Epp for the slide tackle to break up the ball.
But great steal from Jans.
Bruins looking to clear it. Mountaineers still keep possession. Lammers seems to be taken down. Nothing too serious. Epp looking for one of her teammates down.
And this could be the through pass
Lammers
needed,
tapped.
but a bit
Jan's
too far.
attempting to get to that through ball, but Van Wart Bradbury there to just snag it up. Sokaz will send up the left side. Long through pass coming up here to Glassbergen. Looking to get something started. Soft cross attempt will be cleared out. Kept in play though. So Bruins looking to avoid any danger currently. Like I mentioned early, the midfield play by the Mountaineers is one of the most impressive things I've seen from them this season. They may lose the ball down deep in the opposing team's end, but when their clearance comes through around 50-yard, 45-yard line, the Mountaineers are setting up walls, and normally that ball never gets past them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. This Mountaineer team is a brick wall, and really just holding that line just so they can keep applying pressure. Very different from how the game started, but it seems that once that goal was called offside, this team has a different flair in their eyes.
It's a nice stop there from Petty. Grayley being hounded currently.
Great show of skill
It's a
from the
nice
Bruins.
steal by Martin. So Martin on the 20-yard line. Nice defensive play by Kimberly Brinker to get in front.
And we have a strike, which just went a bit wide.
So a powerful shot there from the Bruins. DeHaan made a leaping stop, but shot was about 5 feet to the right.
And it definitely seems that Selena Bernard definitely wants to score another against Mohawk Mountaineers.
Looking to keep her reign over the Mountaineers going. Last season, 3 goals in 2 games played against the Mountaineers. That'll be a test for Barnard, as DeHaan has been one of the top goalkeepers in this Western Conference in the OCAA. Ball coming down, fought for. That's Feasby that'll clear it out. So around the 30-yard line, Mountaineers will throw in. That's Glassbergen. So they'll redo the throw in again, but closer to the 17-yard line now.
And
Just
thrown
outside
from
the
Lauren
box.
Snyder.
That's Erica Kuparaji. Just loses the ball. Mountaineers looking to keep their offensive prowl coming.
And this could be what a
shot
strike
by Epp. So a nice powerful shot there by Epp, but directly into the hands of the keeper.
Textbook execution, but sadly not enough.
McFadden will watch the ball. Send it to DiFrancesco. Going to make a move through these 2 defenders.
Lovely show of skill from DiFrancesco.
That's great pressure. It's Epp coming up the right sideline. Her through pass be tipped by Feasby. Kept in bounds right there by Megan Coyle. Ball stolen by Petty. Once again, this midfield play is keeping their offensive hopes alive.
Cross from Epp. But sadly, it wasn't able to be connected. Kuparaji just a few meters off from the header.
Ball set up for a keeper kick. Looks like it will be taken by Nevada Feasby.
Huge header back into the Bruins field.
Feasby's slow roller will get to one of her strikers. But little mishap there by Jagdeo. Mountaineers get the ball back. So foul called on Erica Kuparaji. Made a bit of contact right there against Selena Barnard. She is up though. She is okay. So we're through 27 minutes of play here at Tim Hortons Field. Score is still 0-0. We have had a pretty nice back and forth match currently. Both teams having some offensive possessions that have lasted a couple minutes, keeping the other team pinned in their own end.
And that was a great steal from the Mountaineers, but sadly, a small bit of miscommunication, and it will be Bruins ball again.
Slow roller. Dahan keeps that. Looking to roll it to her fullback.
And great passing from DiFrancesco.
Oh, nice little give and go. DiFrancesco and Epp.
Definitely controlling the backfield and just outsmarting all the defenders near her. Great show of skill, textbook execution.
So just DiFrancesco alone lured 3 defenders away from the play, but Mountaineers still having some problems with their passing, just not being able to connect to their players. This will be a deep throw in from their own end. Mountaineers.
And it'll be Lauren Snyder taking the throw in.
Normally a tricky spot to throw in when you are in your own end. But perfectly executed deep throw. Not able to be corralled there by Minzak, but it does force the Bruins to throw in from a deeper end. Ball is loose, not controlled by anyone yet. Snyder will clear it out once again. So sacrificing the possession, but stopping any pressure there from the Bruins. So with this field position, Bruins are trying to get any type of shot on goal right now. Mountaineers just desperately trying to get it out of their end. Hicks' soft throw in. Ball will sail out again. So Mountaineers doing a good job of just getting the ball out of play.
And just as we approach the 30-minute mark of the match, I would definitely say that both the teams are just looking for that one player, that one moment, that one shot, just to set the big difference between these two competitors.
Minzak starting a counterattack. Being hounded through ball. Feasby will clear it. Ball will slowly trickle out. The Mountaineers now with some great field position. Snyder surveying for an intended receiver. Kuparaji fighting, but Feasby will shield the ball. So Feasby's defense will pay off, and she will now take the goalie kick. Ball up the right side. Snyder blocks it. The ball is still in play. Little spin on it, kept it in.
Huge running effort from Jans. And Snyder there just to help out. Throw in Mountaineers ball. And just right there, we saw a huge show of grit and grind from Jans.
Yeah, ball looked like it was coming out, but off the block, it seemed like the extra spin that was added to it kept it from drifting out of play. Almost gave the Mountaineers a beautiful opportunity. So referees just discussing right now, waiting for the substitutions to come in. Looks like Sydney Arsenault and Alyssa Morris have been subbed in for the Bruins.
And we're seeing huge pressure from the Bruins right now. Huge pressure. A lot of physicality with both teams. But the Bruins are definitely looking a bit hungrier. But I would definitely say the Mountaineers are showing great show of skill.
Minzak's shot blocked. The Mountaineers are coming down. So Mountaineers will send it back to their defensive line.
For a great reset.
Just looking to spread it out wide right now. Snyder will try and take it herself. Pass to Epp. Fighting off the defender, and she cannot successfully keep possession. But a nice steal. Shot is up and blocked by Feasby off the back of the head. Ball still loose. We have a foul called. And that is Barnard on the ground once again. So she's been taking a beating this game. Somehow still on her feet.
100%. It definitely seems that the Mountaineers are aware that Bernard is a goal scorer and a huge threat for them during this match.
Yeah, they have not been taking her lightly. So Feasby once again taking the free kick for the Bruins. Seems like her strong leg is a great addition to their back line.
So Connor, with all this physicality that we're seeing throughout this match, would you say that in the second half that is this going to be purely just who wants it more, or is it going to really just who can still last through it longer in the match?
Yeah, it seems like so far in this game, we have noticed there have been some foul calls. Barnard has been on the ground a few times. But coming in this second half, it's going to be a very big test of who can stay on their feet, who can stay composed.
And Barnard with the ball right now, definitely looking to score a goal.
So ball was tipped out of bounds. Bruins will have a corner kick here in the 34th minute. You mentioned physicality. Both teams do want to play with their bodies. They want to get that nice little jab in every once in a while, but you want to stay composed, and you don't want to be the one who has that overly aggressive foul that ends up resulting in a yellow. Especially in a game like this, it's very important. You don't want to end up punishing your team with a yellow.
Great snapshot from Dawn.
She'll send it downfield. Ball tipped around a bit. Bruins do have it. Whistle is blown, so offside was called. Mountaineers looking to quickly get the kick back in. Seems the referee wanted the ball further back just a little bit. Sokaz getting ready to kick. Send a small kick to around midfield. A deep ball further to Minzak. Little move past the defender. Just couldn't get around her. But ball will trickle back out of bounds. Mountaineers will keep the ball on the offensive prowl. Nice soft through ball. Mountaineers looking to work in midfield. That's Golden with the ball. Little miscommunication back there. So the Bruins' counterattack quickly ended.
And it definitely seems that both teams are always just that one pass more or one pass off from really creating.
Yeah, there have been a few opportunities that the Mountaineers have come down. It seems like their through balls have been just a little too hard or just a little bit off the mark. So looking to generate that perfect pass that can set up a great opportunity. Machado with a nice move. Ball intended for Golden will be cleared out by the Bruins. They'll look to start a push around midfield. Sokaz with some nice defense. And that's Hicks. Ball kind of fluttering around right now in no man's land.
We're seeing a lot of pressure from these Mountaineers, huge physicality, and the ref will call an advantage. But we're seeing Bernard Definitely getting a little physical on the pitch.
Yeah, it just seemed letting her temper kind of come in. So she's been hit a few times, kind of getting a little chippy, trying to make a few moves back at the Mountaineers.
It seems that there was some words exchanged between Kuparaji and Bernard. But both ladies shall play on.
Handball called on Alyssa Glassbergen. So Feesby to take the free kick once again for the Bruins. Ball is sent down the left field line. McFadden shielding, rightfully so.
And it seems it will be DiFrancesco with the throw in.
Ball off the shoulder there of Daniela Jenkins. So Mountaineers will just move up their throw-in. Ball tapped, intended for Glassbergen. Just sails over the head. So Bruins will have the ball just around the 50-yard line. We're nearing the last few minutes of play. We have about 6 minutes remaining before stoppage time in this first half. So both teams looking to score a late goal.
And this could be the opportunity that the Mountaineers need.
Kuparaji pushing, trying to make a move. Just dribble move just a little too far ahead.
But huge counterattack from the Bruins.
It's a ball sent deep down the left side. DiFrancesco will have to play it.
Huge skill move right there from DiFrancesco.
Yeah, don't want anything in front of your net. So nice little move to get open. Get some nice space for her team. But pass bounced around. And that'll be a foul called on DiFrancesco against Kennedy Petty. So Bruins will be gifted some nice field position here. With about 5 minutes to play.
It will be Selena Bernard with the free kick.
Late substitution here for the Mountaineers. It seems like Kuparaji is coming out for Lammers and is being tended to on the sideline. Seems like she's holding her right leg. The free kick for Barnard will come. And right into the hands of Dahan. Nothing hard for her.
Simple save.
Kick will float downfield. The chip pass to Lammers will be headed towards Golden. But Feesby will shield the ball off once again, let her keeper take it. So Van Wart Bradbury will slowly survey. Roll it out to her right back, McKix.
And a huge interception from the Mountaineers.
Pass broken up by Paige Epp. Through ball, just like you mentioned early, it seems like these passes have been just a little off the mark, a little too hard, a little too soft, or a little to the side. And right there, the pass intended for Golden on the through, just a little too hard. Some midfield action for the Mountaineers. Glassbergen trying to make a move. Send her teammate out wide. Ball still being fought for. Bruins will try and start a push. But once again, the midfield play from these Mountaineers. They just set up a brick wall. Sokaz with a nice stop on Daniela Jenkins. Ball bounced off the back heel of Machado from Dahan's kick. So Bruins with some nice position here. The ball will sail out. And it's going to be Mountaineers' ball.
And right now we're seeing a huge amount of pressure from the Bruins. I'd definitely say both teams are giving a lot of pressure, but when one is on, the other team's off, and just vice versa, going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, both teams have been playing very aggressive in these last few minutes, trying to go get that nice goal, set up their team 1-0 going into halftime.
And even right there, we just saw a lot of physicality with the Mountaineers on just trying to get the ball. I would definitely say, I wouldn't say these teams are rivals, but they're
In a game right now with
lost.
with their position in the standings, this game could feel like a high rivalry game, as this game means so much to both these teams for their playoff position, with only one remaining game in their schedule after tonight's game. The Mountaineers will travel to London to play the Fanshawe Falcons, who they previously tied, and the Sheridan Bruins will have their final game. It'll be at home against the Humber Hawks, who are the top team in the Western Conference. So depending on how the Humber Hawks game can end up, if the Hawks do lose, they will be still at 22 points. And if the Bruins do win this game at 19 points, it could set up for a tiebreaker between the Bruins and the Hawks, which if the Bruins do win, they would secure the first seed in the Western Conference for these playoffs. So both of their next upcoming games can be very, very big for their standings.
And with this free kick right now happening, this could be huge for the Mountaineers with Alyssa Glassbergen.
She's one of the best strikers on the team. Shot is up.
And
so
just
close.
A bit over the rim.
So had Van Wart Bradbury beat, that's just those little squeaker shots that can get in. They sneak past the goalkeeper, especially in a position like that where you are shielding for the pass and the shot. The ball just floats over your head in that little position.
Almost at the crossbar.
Just a few inches over the crossbar there from Alyssa Glassbergen. So we are through 45 minutes. We do have, I'm assuming, 1 minute of stoppage time. Bruins coming here with some numbers. Beautiful
Great
stop. So Glassbergen trying to push now. After that little missed free kick, she's looking pretty hungry to score a goal. DiFrancesco with a nice little skill move once again. Some dying moments of this first half. Mountaineers are pressing the Bruins in their own end. Brinker with some open space. Seemed like it was a pass attempt intended for Golden, but secured easily by the keep. Ball will be sent past half.
And great passing from the Mountaineers.
Ball will be sent wide to Lammers. So Mountaineers trying to create any offense here in these dying few seconds of the first half. But ball is just a little too hard.
Huge cross, but
Oh, beautiful move through the legs.
Great nutmeg from Kuparaji.
Shot coming in and a nice diving save to the left by Van Wart Bradbury. Ball will be kicked down into the Mountaineers' end. So a little midfield action between these two teams. Trying to just stay away from any mistakes that'll lead to any costly goals here. Ball trickles out. DiFrancesco to throw in. And whistle is blown, so that will end the first half of play here at Tim Hortons Field. So after 45 minutes of play and 2 minutes of extra time, score is still 0-0 between the Sheridan Bruins and the Mohawk Mountaineers. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, viewers. We are going to start the second half of play here, live at Tim Hortons Field. I'm Connor LaHaye.
And I'm McFest Yosuzua.
After 45 minutes of play between the Sheridan Bruins and the Mohawk Mountaineers, score is still 0-0. Some notes from the first half. Mountaineers are playing aggressive as they always do. They have 7 shots, 5 on goal. They are playing a little aggressive on defense, too, with 4 fouls. And their defense has been holding it up. They've only allowed 3 shots, 2 on goal. And the Bruins have been playing with some intensity on the offensive end with 2 offsides. And one of them being very important as it was a callback on a goal from Kennedy Petty. So it could have been 1-0 if not for that offside call.
And with the match started, we're seeing a huge show of aggression from these Bruins. And it does seem that a corner shall be given. Bruins ball.
That's Jessica Jagdeo getting ready to kick it from the right corner. Kick is up. Floating across. DeHaan will slap it out. Hopefully a defender there to clear it. Ball still bouncing around right now. That's Snyder coming up the left side with it. Trying to show off her speed.
Great show of skill and great passing from the Mountaineers. Really
Epps through ball just a little too hard. That's something we've seen in the first half. Just a little bit off the mark on these through balls are the Mountaineers.
And throughout the first half, we definitely saw both teams were just one pass away, one shot away. The teams, what can occur.
Ball will trickle out. LeBog will throw in. Deep ball sent down, but nobody there for the Bruins. DeHaan will corral the ball easily. Looking to set into the opposite side. DiFrancesco. Nice little move to get away from the defenders, and that's what she's amazing at. She's a great defender and a great ball handler, able to set up some good plays for her teammates. Cardona's deep ball.
Great ball from
Lammers is
Cardona.
through.
But not enough.
So beautiful through ball. Lammers seemed to have the defense beat, but Van Wart Bradbury dives on the ball and makes a little contact on Lammers, but as she's allowed to. So Mountaineers looking pretty aggressive on the offensive end to start this half.
And this could just be the aggression that the Mountaineers need to really just become the first team to get a lead in this match.
Ball still trickling around. Snyder being hounded. We'll send it back.
And great show of skill from Cardona.
That's Garcia coming in. Nice little tip away from Claudia Calix. A much needed clear out right there for the Mountaineers. The Bruins looking to keep that pressure coming in their end. Once again, Calix with a nice little play.
And DiFrancesco up the wing. Really trying to
Taking
push
it
down
herself,
the field.
showing her speed.
Huge cross.
Epp looking to make some room. Calix's shot. Low roller, but a nice save by Van Wart Bradbury once again. So Mountaineers still getting their shots on goal already in the second half. Just testing the keeper for the Bruins.
And right now the Mountaineers are showing great offensive pressure. Really being there to support each other on the runs and whatnot.
It seems like with the way they've been playing coming out of this second half, they must have had a great change in their game plan. I'm not sure what coach must have said to them at halftime, but it seems like their play has changed, and Lammers trying to come in right now. Cross attempt, bounced in, Cardona in, and what a stop by the defense. Cardona looked like she had a nice shot on net, but not sure who that defender was. But a beautiful play to come in and knock it out.
And in the second half, we're definitely seeing a lot of early door opportunities for this Mountaineers team. Really looking hungry after the halftime break.
So Lammers will be there for Epp just in case the backup plan, but Epp ready to take the corner kick. Ball is floated up off the hands of the keeper. Ball is still loose. Lammers shot. Just a slow floater over. So crisis averted there by the Bruins. But Mountaineers have been very, very aggressive in these first 5 minutes of play.
And an advantage will not be given, and it will be Mountaineers' ball.
So it looks like a foul on Barnard. So once again, Barnard involved in some physical play.
It'll be Brinker taking the kick.
Kick is on the way from Brinker.
Huge kick. But
Just a little too hard. And that's what Brinker's known for. She does have a beautiful kick. She's got a lot of power behind her shot. So from about 40 yards out, you can see right here, ball floating up. Just a little too hard and off the upright. But great opportunity once again from the Mountaineers. Foul called on the play.
It will be Mountaineers' ball.
So Glassbergen will take the soft free kick, set it to Cardona. Drop pass.
Seems a bit of miscommunication, but
Yep.
DiFrancesco right there to pick it up.
And beautiful defensive play by Palambella to get it away from DiFrancesco. Ball will trickle out. So Mountaineers still on the offensive end right now. Seems like they've been living down in the Bruins' end for this half. Snyder will backtrack on the 50-yard line. Cardona to make a move.
Yeah, we're seeing great show skill from Cardona and with the passes.
Drop pass from Epp to Cardona. Looking to try and get a surprising shot on net, but
Shot will be squandered.
just a tough angle from the left side. Feasby will set up once again. So Feasby's had some nice plays on defense, some nice clear outs. Been very effective right now with these long kicks. Ball downfield misplayed by Krisevic. But once again, Bruins will reset. Ball downfield to Garcia. Trying to play it to herself. Sokaz will get there with a beautiful clearance. So stops the rush right there. Bruins will throw in deep in the end of the Mountaineers.
And that was a great show skill from Manuela Garcia.
Yeah, just a little chip pass. Normally it looked like it would be intended to someone else, but she made the move to play it to herself. Kick blocked. Trouble keeping it in. Referee does call that out of play. Mountaineers looking to quickly start a counterattack. DiFrancesco's kick bounced up around midfield. Nice pass by Epp, and Lammers will try and start a break on the right side.
Lammers will cut in, trying to find support.
Oh, beautiful dribble moves and a nice pass to Cardona on the run. Nice interception from the Bruins. Pass just a little too hard for Snyder there. Bounced back to the Bruins.
And
Krisevic against Cardona. Seems to lose handle of it.
it really seems that both teams are swapping possessions. But the
That's what
Mountaineers are taking more shots with those possessions.
It's been a pretty back and forth in these past few minutes. It's Brinker coming in on the right side.
We'll see if this opportunity
Cross
bears
attempt.
fruit, and it could just be it.
So the back kick from Epp kind of just floating around. But another great opportunity. Brinker's cross was just over the head of one intended receiver. I'm assuming that was Glassbergen. But Epp coming in with the little back heel.
And with this counterattack from the Mountaineers, let's see if it's able to bear any fruit.
So a few nice dribble moves. Krisevic will send it up.
Great textbook passing from this Bruins team.
A little miscommunication. It seems like two Mountaineers players ran into each other. Garcia's crossing attempt would be snagged by DeHaan. But it does seem like Tori McFadden is a little shaken up. It does seem like her leg is bothering her right now. A little bit of bodies being hit again. Lammers down.
Huge physicality from both these teams throughout the match.
Yeah,
As
you
we
can tell
approach the
both of these.
60th minute.
You can tell both of these teams are playing very aggressive. They both need this win for these standings. Bruins would be okay with a tie, but Mountaineers are eyes on for a victory here tonight at Tim Hortons Field. So it seems like we had a player substitution for the Bruins. It's Michaela Hicks coming in. DiFrancesco will try and send it through the middle of the field. Beautiful pass to Lammers, just a little crossed up right there on her run.
And it shall be Bruins ball. Huge throw from Hicks.
Still battling around midfield. No team really with an offensive attack right now. McFadden will send it down. Ball off the back of Glassbergen, looking to make something work here.
And we're seeing a lot of pressure from these Mountaineers right now.
McFadden's pass intercepted. Some more contact on the play. Foul called. It looks like Barnard once again. Seems like most of these foul calls and plays have been against Barnard right now on these Mountaineers. So I'm assuming that Mountaineers are trying to play a little heavier on Barnard, as she is one of the top players for these Bruins. But you don't want to play anything too dirty.
Seems like they're really trying to make sure that Barnard's not able to capitalize on any big opportunities.
Yeah, try and keep the ball out of her feet.
But this could be the opportunity that the Mountaineers need to bear some fruit.
App with another shot on net, her third of the game. But once again, just trying to sneak one of those shots through. So this team does go for a lot of quantity shots. They don't look for the quality as often. They're just trying to look for something that'll sneak by the keeper.
And with the ladies resetting, we'll see if they're able to bear fruit on this attack. Sadly, the touch wasn't enough, and a bit of miscommunication from the Mountaineers.
Bruins counterattack. It's kind of slowed down right now. Barnard around midfield. Pass intercepted. So Brinker looking to send her teammate.
And from the looks of it right now, I would definitely say that fatigue could be a big difference right now between these two teams.
So Bruins on the attack right now. It's Kiana Martin with the ball. Shot is deflected off Snyder. DeHaan will keep it in. Still surveying her field. She'll send a deep kick down. Beautiful kick.
Huge kick.
Ball past Glassbergen. A little shaken up there.
Sadly does fall on the floor and was not able to capitalize on it.
Ball bouncing around a little bit. No teams with pure possession. Till now, Mountaineers coming in. Cardona on the left side.
Seems like
Shot off the head of the defender. That was Daniela Lebog with a block. Not the intended spot of a block that you hope for, but anything to help the team out.
and great textbook passing from this Bruins team.
Yeah, some beautiful passing. One-man effort right there from Jagdeo, broken up.
And
Beautiful
amazing
through ball. Oh, just maybe one step behind for Glassbergen, who was perfectly in stride. But that pass made it through two defenders.
And what a shot, but sadly a bit off target, and the goalkeeper will snatch it up.
Seems like it may have been tipped a little bit on its course to the net. It looked like Michaela Hicks was a little shaken up from the contact on Glassbergen, but she is fine. So far in this half, Bruins have been stuck in their own end. They've had a few opportunities downfield, but Mountaineers have been all gears so far in this second half. Ball slowly rolling into the box. DeHaan will send it deep. Calix battling against Jagdeo.
Great show of skill.
Jagdeo comes out with the ball. Sokaz there to avoid any danger. Ball coming up. Brinker's pass deflected. So another push. Directing traffic.
Great communication right
Coming
here in the field.
through.
And huge physicality. It seems that the ref will not call an advantage, and a foul
No, it'll be a
will
foul
given.
on Manuela Garcia. So on the battle, seemed like she took out one of the Mountaineers defenders, unhappy with the call, saying that they both ran into each other at the same rate. But Mountaineers will take anything they can get. Sokaz catching her breath right now. Waiting for the substitution to come in. So Janelle Lammers is subbed out, and Ryan Jans will come back in at striker. Jans has had her handful of some nice goals this season. Nice go-ahead goal against the Niagara Knights in the 91st minute to win the game. And then another goal against the Fanshawe Falcons to tie 2-2.
And it definitely seems that Jans has been able to capitalize on goals and clutch moments for this Mountaineers team. So it seems that they're really looking towards her to make a difference in this match.
My apologies. The game-tying goal from Ryan Jans was against the Conestoga Condors. But she's had her fair share of nice goals on the season, so maybe looking for another one here in the 65th minute.
Huge
Through ball. Garcia's got the speed. She's coming in. DeHaan with a beautiful slide tackle.
And if you
Bench
don't-
is loving it right now.
And if you don't love that sliding save, then you just don't love Mountaineer soccer. Great example shown from Samantha
Snyder taps it out. But once again, Samantha DeHaan, unsure if she should stay in her net at first, but makes the daring play to come out and makes a beautiful slide tackle, avoiding any contact that would result in a penalty.
But it's definitely been the plays just like that is the reason why the Mountaineers haven't lost one game this season so far. And they don't seem that they plan on ever doing such a thing. Really having the opportunity to take it far.
So threw a little too far there. And Palambella in the corner being hounded by DiFrancesco. DiFrancesco trying to get it out of the sideline. She gets away with possession.
And DiFrancesco with a great defensive ability right there. Huge
Calix
stop.
tripping up.
And it seems that Bernard will be playing a bit dirty right there, but nothing shall be called.
Through ball too hard.
Seems that Bernard is getting quite a few kicks, and the Mountaineers are looking to get a call, but the ref isn't hearing it.
Dahan ready to tee off from her corner of her box. Ball is headed twice. Epp controls it.
Great
Nice
pass.
pass up to Cardona. So Cardona looking to make a move through the middle. Her through ball to Jans.
And it really seems that just the only prop for this Mountaineers team so far is just that last pass, understanding the communication between two players, if they should cut left or right. It seems that's the only small mistakes that they're making. So once that changes, they'll have a goal for sure. And great show of skill, great passing from this Mountaineers team. Definitely holding up possession right now.
They've had a great possession so far. Snyder passing it in.
It seems that now they're definitely looking for more quality over quantity type of shots with that possession that just occurred.
So we have some more substitutions coming in right here.
And one thing that this Mountaineers team definitely does is substitute quite often, especially with their strikers.
We do have a deep bench. So that looks like Grayley and Lammers coming in. We have Calix and McFadden coming out for the Mountaineers. Just waiting on the ref's approval. The Boggs throw in. Pass is sent down the right side. Will trickle out of bounds. Snyder's throw-in to nobody. Bounced around. Brinker's pass will bounce just past midfield. Epp's header, nice to Jans, but swallowed up right there. Trying to fight to get it back right now. Ball will roll out. LeBog not really much able to do there.
And as we approach the 70th minute, the score is still 0-0, with the Mountaineers and the Bruins both not being able to put one in the back of the net.
But so far in the second half, these Mountaineers have been very, very aggressive. Like we mentioned at the start, at halftime and coming into the second half, they only had 7 shots on goal, or 7 shots in total, 5 on goal. They currently have 16 shots with 8 on goal. So they've been taking a lot of shots, not all of them particularly on net. They've been a very aggressive team coming out in the second half. So like you said, we are the 70th minute of play already. Mountaineers looking to pull out a beautiful victory here.
We're seeing great passing from this Mountaineers team.
Nice tackle right there by Barnard on Cardona.
Huge physicality shown by both. And this could just be the opportunity that the Mountaineers need to really put one in the back of the net.
Lammers through ball coming into Cardona. It's a tough angle here. Trying to keep it in, but it will just roll out. Ball still practically on the line. But Cardona just one step behind. Feesby's kick.
Great interception from the Mountaineers.
And Lammers being hounded right now. So Epp's been making some nice plays down here. She gets the ball just around like mid part of the field. Tries to set up her receivers. Through pass.
Huge
Kicked.
cross, but no one at the end to receive it.
So with the way these Mountaineers have been playing in the second half, you can smell a goal brewing from this offense. It's only a matter of time that they can catch the keep off guard. Chance and a little chip trying to get it over the head.
And DiFrancesco with the huge push back towards the offensive push.
Glassbergen trying to cut through the middle. Send it back. Shot is on goal, but once again, they haven't really had the power that they need to get it past. And the accuracy just seems like a lot of those shots have been right in the breadbasket.
Definitely seems that they're trying to get away with an easy goal, some would say.
Niners
possibly
tripped
catch
up
the
right
goal
around
lead.
midfield. Socaz will send it across to the middle. So Mountaineers trying to play it smart here.
And great reset. Huge clearance from the Bruins.
Bruins starting a counterattack. This is Barnard. Coming through to Garcia. So an attempt of a nice throw, broken up by Autumn Grayley. Ball just out of the reach of Lammers. Ball still in play. Little contact right there. Whistle is blown. Not sure who the foul was on there, if they are giving it to the Mountaineers. Signaling it will be Mountaineers ball.
And with it being Mountaineers ball, we'll see if they're able to bear any fruit. But it does seem that Bernard did drop back to put some bounce in the Bruins backfield.
So Goudreau's ball stolen by Epp. Another nice move from Epp. She's just been controlling that middle of the field anywhere from around the 20 to 40 yard line. Seems like the point guard of this offense when trying to set up some nice shots.
Definitely using the space around her to her advantage.
Ball up the left sideline to Lammers. Her cross attempt just 1 second too late right there. Ball trickled out right before she could cross it in front. It's almost in the 75th minute now. Bruins haven't really had any push in the second half, so Feasby's kick coming, looking to try and start some offensive push.
And great touch from Jans.
Lammers fighting off the pressure. Taken down, no call. Ball will sail up. It's Garcia with it. To Barnard. Pass looking for Goudreau, stolen by Snyder. Lammers charging up for a pass to midfield. It's Glassbergen fighting off any pressure. Trying to come through, nice move.
Great move and shows skill.
But Feasby there with a smart play to clear it out.
Huge clear, but thrown will be from DiFrancesco.
It's throwing down the right line. Glassbergen trying to get deep. Beating Hicks. Look a little, she tripped herself up on that pass attempt. But Mountaineers still have the ball around the 35-yard line.
And in the second half, I'd say we've definitely seen a different Mountaineers team really holding possession and getting a lot more shots off in general.
There's been a lot of their gameplay this season. Jan's trying to get
And
through.
this could be it! But just not enough.
Like you said, this team has come out very aggressive in the second half, and that's been the story of play. Well, nice little replay here. Jan's trying to come through. Ball poked loose to Glassbergen, but chip shot once again saved by Van Wart Bradbury. This Mountaineers
Great
team,
pass.
Lammers coming in. Shot is just over the net, but offside is called. Shot did sail over the net anyways. As you can see, Shot just sails over. Feasby attempting to make the slide tackle, but before the pass was made, Lammers was considered offside. Back to what I was saying. The Mountaineers come out very aggressive in every second half. Most of their games, that it seems, they head into halftime tied at 0-0. They come in normally and survey their opponent. It's been a slow first half for most teams, just trying to figure out how their opponent plays defense, how they set up their offense. And then at halftime, their coach normally has a very, very good game plan change. Most of the goals for the Mountaineers have come in the second half this season. So looking to keep that trend coming here and get a nice play and a nice goal here.
Just like that, having DeFrancesco right in the backfield just does a lot of support for this Mountaineers team.
Jan's ball stolen right there by Hicks.
Huge pressure.
Yeah, Mountaineers still setting up their wall just at midfield. Forcing the Bruins to send it back and reset.
Great interception from this Mountaineers team, and let's see if they're able to bear any fruit.
Pass to Lammers too strong. That's Makarwich. That'll watch it sail out. Feasby on her left side of the field. Getting ready. Send it up near half. Ball being batted around right now. Still in play.
And kicked out of bounds by Hicks.
So Mountaineers still in the end of the Bruins. Seems like they've had most of their time of possession in the Bruins' end this whole half. A quick throw in right here. Glassbergen trying to make something. Cross attempt just slowly rolls out. You can tell that these Sheridan defenders have been very fatigued so far in the second half. It seems like they've been playing on their heels this entire half, just trying to help out their keeper. Been pressed down to their own end for a majority of this half. Hicks getting ready to throw in. Brinker being just trying to avoid Garcia right there. DeFrancesco with another nice move, and Grayley will send it up.
And we're seeing a lot of great control from this Mountaineers team.
Yeah, they've had a few moments where they've dribbled just a little too much and lost the ball, but they've been doing some great moves throughout this game.
But this could just be the opportunity that the
Bruins
team needed. But shot will be squandered by
Jessica Jagdeo. So she had a nice little solo effort, making it through a couple defenders. But it seemed like with the defender right on her heels, she tried to rush a shot opportunity. And it was flat and left. So already here in the 80th minute, it seems like this second half has been flying by. So 10 minutes to play before any stoppage time if it is given. Game is still tied at 0-0. Mountaineers, I mean, they would be content with not losing, but over 50% of their games have resulted in a draw this season. So trying to stay out of the draw column and secure a win here at Tim Hortons Field.
100%. A win would be huge for this Mountaineers team.
A win would top the Sheridan Bruins for second in the standings.
And we're seeing a lot of physicality from both teams, especially as we approach the end of the match.
You can tell they know how much this game means to both of them.
And we have a huge run from Garcia. Let's see if it's able to bear any fruit.
That Sokaz coming through. Seemed like there was a foul called on Garcia. Little hook around Sokaz as she tried to get in front. Pass being a little bobbled around right now by Brinker. Nice tap pass to Lammers, trying to start something up the left side here.
Let's see if Lammers is able to bear fruit with this pass.
So on the backtrack, Lammer's trying to play some nice defense. Forces a pass down. SoCals will send it back to her keep.
And Duhan will analyze the field. Passing it to DiFrancesco.
Minzak battling against Palambella. Ball sent into no man's land, so Mountaineers will try and take it out here.
Huge interception. And
Fight for it. Lammers sprinting, and nice clearance out there. Smart play by the Bruins. Snyder looking to throw in. Just a soft throw in right there. Lammers with a nice move.
great show of skill. Huge cross, but blocked off by Feasby.
And Feasby's been the anchor so far on defense. So ball just kind of going back and forth here around midfield between both teams. Once again, Snyder comes away with it.
And we're having a throw in from Bruins to the bog.
Tapped around, little pressure on Jans. That's McCarwich to clear it out.
DiFrancesco will have some space.
Palambella will kick it out. Substitutions coming in right here. So it's looking like Jans is coming out and Kuparaji will come in the last 7 minutes of regulation. DiFrancesco still unsure of where to throw it. Fighting off multiple defenders, just swallowed up right there. Grayley will send it deep. Bounced over the head of any Mountaineers. Nice play by Brinker to stop.
Snyder to Lammers, broken up by Bernard.
Ball off Snyder. That's Shanna Goudreau getting ready to throw the ball in. And she'll dump it off. Barnard tapping the ball up. Nice little tap pass to Kuparaji coming up the sideline. Tracked down right there by Daniela Lebog. Nice show of speed. So ball was off Kuparaji last. Feasby will kick it. So 5 minutes of regulation left here at Tim Hortons Field. Barring any extra time from the referee.
And with 5 minutes being left in the match, this is about the time where both teams are
Sheridan substitution number 16, Kennedy Penny. For number 3, Sheridan Bruins.
So Bruins starting their own attack right here, blocked away from Snyder, but Bruins looking to push the tempo. Deep pass coming in, tapped away. Barnard comes down with it. Gonna send any teammates forward. Ball kind of sent into no man's land. Bruins are there to retrieve it. It's Palambella.
huge fight for the ball right there.
Jagdeo against the defender. Ball sent up and cleared out. Beautiful play on defense.
Huge clearance, and it does seem that Glassbergen will trip up Hicks.
So in a battle for the ball, just a little too hard on the push was Glassbergen. She'll pick up the foul. Hicks a little shaken up there. Seemed like she landed on her hand. Feesby, a deep shot. Graylee's cleared its attempt blocked away, but a little miscommunication there between Brinker and Lammers on who was going to get the ball.
And we'll see how critical that miscommunication could be for this Mountaineers team.
Blocked by Machado. Machado with a slide tackle attempt on Barnard. Barnard setting up a cross. Sokaz there to head it away. Long ball, but Van Wart Bradbury pretty deep. Coming around the 30-yard line to make the play. Stopping any one-on-one attempt for the Mountaineers.
Extremely deep and dangerous for a goalkeeper to approach the 30-yard mark like such.
And it seems like she's had some great control of the ball with her feet. Making some nice plays. And Glassbergen coming in. Strike is up.
And goal! Golazo! Golazo!
Alyssa Glassbergen in the 88th minute comes in with a nice move, as you can see here, around Hicks. Around the 25-yard line, sends the strike and catches Van Wart Bradbury off guard. Beautiful top corner shot, and the Mountaineers lead 1-0.
And just like that, Alyssa Glassbergen throughout the whole season.
She's been their leading scorer all year, so her 5th goal on the season comes in the 88th minute here at Tim Hortons Field. Could not have come at a better time for the Mountaineers. So now with just a couple minutes to play, these Mountaineers need to lock down.
With 2 minutes left, great composure shown by Alyssa Glassbergen.
Like you said, they normally try and go for some quantity shots, but realizing here now, looking for some quality attempts, and with the space, Glassbergen realized nobody on her hip, might as well try and take the strike, and she placed it perfectly.
And I can only imagine that this Mountaineers team are either hungry for another shot or really just going to try to make sure that this Bruin seems out their area.
Yeah, Mountaineers are going to play a very, hopefully aggressive game, still try and keep it in the Bruins' end.
Huge clearance.
Play some nice possession here.
That
Cooper Raji coming in now.
Clearance that could bear fruit.
And Glassbergen again,
Looking
getting
for her
past
second.
Hicks.
Looking for her second.
Shot will roll a few feet wide left. But once again, Glassbergen just showing her skill. Looking for another goal, but just like to go back once again. This game is very important to both teams because currently Mohawk has 14 points on the season. Sheridan with 16. So if the Mountaineers do keep this lead and pull off the victory, they will top Sheridan for the 2nd seed in the Western Conference and move to 4-0-5 on the season, pushing the Bruins to 5-3-1, ending their 3-game win streak. So in a game where not a lot of action seemed to be happening, Alyssa Glassbergen decides to change that in the 89th minute.
But one thing right now that the Mountain needs to do is really just make sure that this Bruin team doesn't capitalize on a goal.
Yeah, you just got to lock down.
Because week after week, we have seen this Mountaineers team be in the lead and then lose it, and then the game would end up being tied.
And this is a game where you cannot let that happen. Got to prioritize your defense here and just get the ball out of your end. Try and control it as they have been doing this entire half. Ball will trickle out. I'm not sure how many minutes of stoppage time the ref had awarded, whether it was 1 or 2. But we are now in the 91st minute. Bruins on their last hope right now. Feesby's pass over the head of Barnard.
Huge kick, and it does seem that Barnard is trying to bear an opportunity for this Bruins team. Final hopes.
Nice block coming in and across.
Huge
Lammers
block.
will send it deep. But Van Wart Bradbury coming out of her box to play it.
But Kuparaji is applying pressure, which does help Glassbergen get the ball.
Glassbergen looking to maybe send across to Kuparaji. She'll drop it back.
And just
Cardona's
like
shot just over the net.
Just a bit
Could have been
above
a
the crossbar.
beautiful insurance goal. As you see Glassbergen drop it back, top of the box.
Would have been a beautiful one-timer.
Very, very close. Would have been Cardona's second goal in her last 2 games. Just along with Glassbergen, who scored the first goal of the game against Redeemer on Friday.
Huge pressure shown from this Mountaineers team. Definitely don't want to give up the lead in such a crucial time in the match.
Ball will be kicked out of bounds. Referee calling in the late substitution. It's looking like Machado coming out. And DiFrancesco will come back in for these dying moments here. She has a very good ball handling skill, so hopefully if any attempt of the ball coming to her, she can avoid any Sheridan Bruins players. Ball does trickle out. So Bruins looking to work with a lot of pace right now, trying to get any opportunity in these dying moments. Ball will be sent up, blocked around midfield by the Mountaineers. Ball in no man's land. Fighting for it is Glassbergen. Too much contact on the play.
And Hicks will get the foul for it.
So this can be a great
Bruins
opportunity right here for Feasby to send her team downfield, looking for any offensive opportunity. Ball is headed away. Glassbergen midfield. The whistle is blown, and the final score is 1-0. So the Mountaineers come out battling in the second half, putting as much pressure as possible on these Bruins. And with a late goal in the 89th minute by Alyssa Glassbergen, the Mohawk Mountaineers take this game with a final of 1-0, and now topping the Bruins for second in the Western Conference in the OCAA.
This is a huge match for the Mountaineers.
So final is 1-0, but Mohawk playing the way they always do with 21 shots on goal to the Bruins 6. 11 shots on goal to the Bruins 4. Very aggressive game, but the Mountaineers come on top. I'd like to thank all viewers for watching Mohawk Mountaineers Sports. We will see you next time.